Cathy Nesbitt is a warm advocate and founder of Cathy's Crawley Composters, which was established in 2002. I was in my third year of engineering then. This environmental business specializes in vermicomposting, and she is also into laughter wellness, where she offers simple solutions for everyday challenges. And she is passionate about warm composting, sprout growing, and laughter yoga. In fact, laughter yoga is something which I share common thing with Cathy. And the moment I came across her profile, in fact, I've also bumped into her laughter yoga sessions very recently, and I simply loved her energy. She's so amazing, and you will experience that energy today. So, in today's episode, let us chat with Cathy. And this is the Guiding Voice podcast series, The Guiding Voice for a Better Future. Folks, I'm your host Naveen Samala, just a fellow IT professional on a mission to shape the careers and lives of millions across the globe. And through the Guiding Voice, we help and enable successful leaders share their knowledge and wisdom with the world so that our audience will acquire more knowledge for every minute by tuning into the Guiding Voice than any other podcast in this space. Thank you so much for joining me. And we are extremely pleased and humbled to have Cathy part of the Guiding Voice journey in shaping the careers and lives of millions across the globe. Cathy, I'm super excited to have you here, part of today's conversation, and a hearty welcome to the Guiding Voice.
Yippee! Hooray! Thank you, Naveen. I'm excited. I'm honored to be here on the Guiding Voice. Thank you.
All right, so let's get started. So probably you can start with brief explanation about your career journey and top 3 things that have helped you so far to be successful in your professional life.
Yeah, beautiful. So I worked in an office for 20 years and I didn't know that I was an entrepreneur, but I am. So for 20 years now, entrepreneurial journey. Something that one of the top things that I do is take action, right? Knowledge is power, action is required, right? Knowledge is just information. Another thing that was really beautiful for me was being introduced to vermicomposting. Like I was afraid at the beginning, but now it's my life. I have worms and you can too. And the idea of leverage, that was another thing that, leveraging other people's audience, other people's knowledge, and other people's money. Leverage.
Absolutely. I concur with you on knowledge is power. Action is required. That is very, very important. And the power of leverage. In fact, I'm telling you, I don't mind admitting that I'm now addicted to podcasting. Like I cannot live without interviewing people now. It's been 26 months that I started this journey. But every week I'm meeting at least 2 to 3 different people from diverse backgrounds, and the amazing amount of information and wisdom that I'm acquiring, it can't be matched with anything else, right? So thank you. Thank you for sharing that. And now let's move into the next question. See, this is the first time I'm coming across the role of a warm advocate. So what do you do being a warm advocate?
Yeah, beautiful. Well, first of all, I needed to create the market. I'm located in Canada, near Toronto, so largest city in Canada, 6 million people. I know it's not many. It's a small amount compared to your vast population, but it was a lot. So our landfill closed in 2002 and we started to export our garbage. Canada's second largest country in the world with a small population. So we couldn't find a place to site a new landfill. So we started to export garbage. A lot of people live in condos, townhouses without space to do outdoor composting. So what I'm promoting is indoor composting with worms. People hadn't heard of it. We think worms should be outside. So I really needed to develop the market. So as a worm advocate, and I know this goes into the next question, but I'm raising awareness about the benefit of doing this beautiful thing, that these wonderful worms are helping us. They're eating our garbage and then they're pooping out beautiful black gold, like nutrient-rich soil.
That's quite interesting, actually. But the staggering fact is that landfill is so much that there is no space left over, right? That is something to worry for sure. And now, can you talk about how are you raising this awareness about the environment and encourage the sustainable practices? Because today, if you look at the industry, everybody is behind this ESG, environment, sustainability, and all, right? I think this is something which goes hand in hand with the ESG practices that the world is adopting now.
Absolutely. People are definitely aware that we have this climate crisis and our food is broken. Everything seems to be broken. A lot of systems are broken. So going back to basics, where we allow nature to help us solve some of our problems. Yeah. So I think part of what one of my superpowers is the laughter. So when I was introduced to laughter, now I get people laughing rather than just saying, "Hey, I have worms and you can too." And they're like, "Whoa, worms? What?" Now we laugh, and then I can, once they like me and we're laughing together, I can say, "Hey, I have worms too." So how have I raised awareness? By doing podcasts, by speaking, workshops. I would set up a table where I could have a table so that people could learn about this wonderful thing. And I came up with an expression, which is, without awareness, action is impossible.
Yeah.
And it was about my business. Like, if you don't know that worm composting is possible, you're not calling me.
Absolutely. Like, without awareness, yeah, we cannot do anything. Great. Thanks for sharing that. And now let's talk about laughter yoga. One common thing, right? I'll briefly talk about my experience. Like, I think it was during 2007, 2008 time frame when I was working for General Electric as a senior programmer. Our facilities team has introduced this laughter yoga by inviting some experts, and I simply love those sessions. In fact, I used to attend all the laughter yoga sessions, which happened on Wednesdays typically for about an hour, and they continued for about 6 months. And after that, I became an internal trainer too. in terms of other business people used to call me, "Hey, can you do a laughter session?" and all. Oh my God, do you think I'm really an expert? But I gave it a try because it's all about uh, conducting that session for which really helps people relieve their stress and all. And yeah, so that's my experience about laughter yoga. Now you can shed light around laughter yoga. How did you get into that? What it is all about in your words?
Yeah, I love it. Well, of course, it started in your beautiful country by a medical doctor, Dr. Madan Kataria, 1995. And Dr. Kataria's goal is world peace. Like, what a great mission. I love that. Everybody should jump on board. So, I believe I was put on earth to help people understand why they need worms to manage their organic matter. And many times over the years, it's the 20th anniversary of my business, many people have said, "Ew, worms in the house." And I didn't hear it. I just was like, it was so important. I didn't hear the message that they didn't want them until 2012. 2012, one more person said to me, "Ooh, worms in the house." And I said, "Oh my gosh, this is so hard." And I thought maybe I should just get a job or something, forget about, trying to convince people. The next business meeting I was at, there was a laughter yoga teacher, and she did just a 5-minute little snippet. And I was like, "Oh my gosh, laughter yoga, what's that? I love it." And I looked around, I found a club close to me and started attending. I loved it. And then I got trained as a leader. I love that so much. I got trained as a teacher. Dr. Kataria appointed me a laughter ambassador in 2017. So now I'm one of the worldwide ambassadors for laughter. And, laughter has helped me stay in my worm business. Because as you said, it helps us overcome stress. It helps us connect better. We breathe better. We just are living a more wonderful, energetic, beautiful life when we're laughing. Because when we're laughing, we're not stressed. We're not thinking about, "Oh my gosh, I said that silly thing," or "Tomorrow I have this important thing." We're just right here, right now, totally present. So that's what I'll say about that. I just feel like laughter. And now, during this cuckoo time that we're in, which is a big gift, I think, I know there's a lot of people struggling, and I'm not making light of that. I just think because of COVID, I've met so many like you. I've met so many wonderful people around the world through podcasts and networking, and we all jumped online. It's a beautiful time that we're living in. And thank God for technology.
Absolutely, yeah. In case if COVID was not there, probably I would have not started my podcast also, to be honest, right? Because it all happened, the idea was conceived in March of 2020 when global lockdown has started and all, and I immediately rang one of my friends, and that's how I got in touch with so many professionals. Like I met 260 plus people in a span of 26 months.
Wow. So
All
beautiful.
right, so that's my journey about podcasting. And now going back to the laughter, I always get questioned. Okay, what is the difference between natural laughter and artificial laughter? Okay, guys, if you laugh artificially, do you think it is going to benefit or it is going to give the same benefits as natural laughter? And also, what's your take on that?
Oh, thank you. That's a really beautiful question because people say, "Oh, there's no jokes." What do you mean? Right? It's not jokes or comedy because jokes are cultural, right? We're laughing at somebody, and so not funny for everybody. Laughter is universal, and it's a beautiful thing. The brain is the thinker, the body's the feeler. So when we're laughing, especially for the first time, when we're just doing simulated laughter, our ego is saying, "Stop it, you look ridiculous. Oh my gosh, what are you doing?" So our brain is firing and our body's saying, "Wow, thank you, I feel great. Pew, pew, pew." All the love drugs are secreting, right? We're just like, "Yay, yes, I want more of this. Yes, please." So we just need to be quiet, our brain. And our brain actually doesn't know the difference between real and simulated laughter. So we still get the beautiful, all the benefits from hearing a joke and laughing, or laughing just for the health of it, like going to the gym. It's just a laughter exercise. It's a beautiful thing.
Awesome. Yeah. So it has the same benefits and all. Thank you. Thank you for sharing in your words. Now, can you briefly talk about this, the love drugs you mentioned about on your social media platforms and all? DOSE.
Yes. Well, we've all heard that laughter is the best medicine. It's not just an expression, it's the truth. And then I say, have you had your daily dose? Yeah, dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and endorphins, the love drugs. So when we're laughing, right, we're secreting those. It's actually, as soon as we start smiling, it's like we send a note to our brain, "Hey, I must be happy, I'm smiling." And then pew, pew, pew. And then we add a giggle, ha, ha, ha. And more, pew, 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 pew. And so when we're laughing, we're not secreting cortisol, which we're secrete when we're stressed. And, Dr. Kateria has come up with Laughter Yoga 2.0, which is delving deeper into this whole laughter is the best medicine. He's a medical doctor, so I love that the science is behind this. There's been research around the world about different areas of how laughter is helping us. We say 10 to 15 minutes of sustained belly laughter is equivalent to whatever 300 sit-ups, or we say all kinds of these statistics, and it's true. So wonderful that there is all of this research to prove, because some people need the research, right? Some people are like, "I don't believe it." Right? And so this is a wonderful way for us just to, again, connect, secrete the love drugs versus cortisol. And laughter yogis around the world have all jumped online, like all industries. We're all online now. And there's free clubs 24/7. You can be laughing all day long. And so with this 2.0, we're really getting into how stress is so detrimental to our body. Something like 90% of the illnesses today have a root in stress. So if we can manage our stress, we can manage our illnesses. And as soon as we get stressed, because our little amygdala, where the stress center in the brain, it hasn't evolved. So we think that we're in imminent danger. And Dr. Kateria calls that stress as imaginary stress, because we think we're in danger and we're really not. So our body is firing all those, toxic chemicals are then careening through our body, and our body has to manage those.
Great. Thank you for sharing those details. And now, for the sake of our audience, can we try one or two laughter techniques?
Oh, yes. Why don't we? I love it. Okay, why don't we do one that's really great, that's easy to do online, is so there, it's deep diaphragmatic breathing. So that's the prime objective, is to move our diaphragm.
Yeah.
So to get the games going, there's clapping and chanting, gentle moving. So we clap palm to palm so that we're activating the meridians. And there's a rhythm and a mantra, and it's 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, or ho, ho, ha, ha, ha. Easy words, everyone can remember. As soon as we say ho and ha, we're moving our diaphragm, so it's a beautiful thing. And then there's little games. So let's do one of the activities is called laughter cream. So, whenever you're putting on cream or something, you can just be laughing, imagine. So it comes in a pump. So how convenient. So just pump out some laughter cream, and then wherever you put it, you start laughing. Play along, folks. Take as much as you want. It's free.
Awesome.
Wonderful. Yeah. And between activities, we'd say, very good, yay. And we throw our arms in the air. And I used to think it was silly. And then I realized, when you have your hands over your head, this is the international sign for victory. And you can't have your hands in the air and be sad.
Yeah.
Like you're not walking around, I'm so sad. No. Right? When we're sad, we're usually closed. We're looking down. And I would actually like to add something about that, where the laughter is so important. Of course, the oxygen. But today, we're all on our cell phones. We're all on our technology.
Yeah.
And we're looking down. So we have our physiology, our body physiology is that of depression. Because we have candy cane neck, right? We're looking down at our cell phone. So some smart person needs to come up with technology. We have selfie sticks, right? So we're looking up here. We need someone to come up with something where we can look at our technology with a straight neck. Anyone that's listening, we need this. I know you have a big reach.
Yeah. All right. Thank you. Thank you for those. And this is the first time I came across. This is the first time I came across the cream laughter, okay, because I've come across others and all. So,
yeah, good.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
All right. So now let's move on to the rapid fire round. Okay.
Okay.
Are you
ready.
curious? All right. So let me fire the first bullet out of the rapid fire, Cathy. With your consent, I'm moving ahead. What was your childhood fantasy?
I would say to be a school teacher. I wanted to help people.
Awesome. Spot on. What is the best piece of advice that you have received so far?
To get T-shirts that had my company name on it, because I do a lot of exhibiting. So I never had to think about what am I going to wear. I was always branded.
Excellent. And can you share a life-changing incident that changed your perspective?
Yes. I traveled for 13 months in 1989-92 around the world. And that I was 27 and I'm going to be 60 this year. That shaped who I became as a woman.
13 months and how many countries you said?
Over 30 countries.
30 countries. Wow. I think, yeah, nothing can beat it for sure. Moving on to the next one. What is one word that you hate in the dictionary?
I hate the word hate.
Let me fire the last one for the rapid fire. What is one electronic gadget or tech that you would like to see or invent yourself?
Would love to invent or see a magic wand that turns people's bad mood into a good mood.
Wow. That's so imaginary, and at the same time it has a wonderful purpose. And yeah, I think we need to pray for that. All right.
And so it is.
Yeah. All right. So that was an excellent rapid fire. With that, let me flip back to the mainstream and ask you one final question for today's conversation. So, Cathy, what will be your one piece of advice to those aspiring to make big in their careers or lives?
I would say figure out what it is that you want to do. What do you love to do? And then just do it. Take one step at a time. Just because something in motion keeps on going, right? It just keeps on moving. So as long as you have motion forward, you've got momentum and you're going to get there.
No, just keep moving. All right. Perfect. Thank you so much. And this has been one of the best episodes, one of the best interviews that I've done on The Guiding Voice, and I'm super, super happy.
Oh.
Thank you so much.
Oh, Naveen, thank you. Oh my gosh, thank you.
All right. So, folks, before we move into the trivia section, here is a small request to you. In case if you haven't subscribed to us, please subscribe from the app where you have tuned in from. Also, if you have loved this conversation and found it useful, request you to share with at least 3 of your friends or colleagues who can benefit from The Guiding Voice. Thank you so much in advance. Now, let's jump into the trivia segment. Today, we spoke about vermicomposting and also laughter yoga. I'm going to extend a few facts about laughter. Laughter reduces the risk of heart diseases, and 15 minutes of laughing a day can make you lose weight. So rather than trying some difficult diets and all, I think it is better if you embark on your laughing journey, which will also reduce your weight. And also, it has been scientifically proven that laughter can be contagious. You know what is the study of laughing and its effects on human body? It is called as gelotology. All right, and not only that, the maximum laughter happens over social responses, which means that only 10 to 15% of it is actually due to jokes. Laughter is a sound which doesn't have any language, and humans are not the only creatures who laugh. Even animals like dog and cats also laugh. So that's all about laughing. And folks, before I let you go, in case if you have any topic recommendations or speaker recommendations, please drop me a note on social media or send me an email at theguidingvoiceforyou@gmail.com. I'm your host Naveen Samala, just a fellow IT professional and a passionate learner on a mission to make a difference in the careers and lives of millions across the globe. Until next time, bye bye.